Hello and welcome to this week's Tyler Talks. Yeah. I have Sarah from Australia who has asked the question, what can I do for skin tags, moles, warts, and even the white spots that exist after tanning and things like this? How do I get rid of it? So my answer to that is going to be kind of two parts. Number one is going to be based on the internal environment and what's causing it. And number two will be things you can do externally to clean it up so that it doesn't look nasty. Sound good? Okay, cool. So first I'm going to talk about the internal environment. The thing that we need to understand is that our entire body is a reflex organism. Well, what does that mean? You know those little foot charts when you go and get reflexology and they can like push on a certain part and it really hurts and they're like, oh, you have maybe a liver toxicity you need to clean out? Well, this is a way the hormonal system works by building up crystals in different parts of the body. I'm not going to get into that too much right now, but essentially every part of the body is a reflex organism. Even my face will show you the health of my internal environment. My eyes, are they, do they have dark bags? Do I have lines through them? Do I have acne or rashes showing up around my eyes? And my eyes, just around my eyes, represent the kidneys. Out to the side represents the adrenal glands that sit on top of the kidneys. Off to the sides, where you see the crow's feet, that's the liver. Here is also the liver and pancreas. We have the gallbladder that exists up here. We have the stomach that exists here. Sometimes I even go into a restaurant and I see people with really rosy cheeks and it's obvious they've eaten something their stomach doesn't agree with. But they don't know about these signs, so they just keep doing these things over and over. We have the lungs that exist here. So if you're getting acne, if you're getting dark spots, if you're getting things going on, the reproductive system, the digestive system represented by the lips and also these little lines. You'll see typically older men or even women get these deep cut lines from the bottom of the nose down to the sides of the lips. That's the colon, with the colon getting blocked. The heart represented by the nose. And look, there's different charts out there saying different things, but these are the ones that I'm aware of and I've confirmed through looking at people for years and years and years and seeing the issues that they have and seeing it on their face. Now, it's not just on the face. We also have meridian lines. One will run on the inside of my arm, straight down my arm, and on the outside of my arm. And this might be a liver line. Don't quote me on this. I'm just throwing it out there. A liver line, a kidney line, and let's say a line for my lungs. Now, if all of a sudden I get this little wart that shows up over here, there's one right here, and there's one right here, and there's one right here, and I can see where it's following one of my lung lines, lung meridians, I know that maybe there's an accumulation in my lungs and it's showing the toxicities coming up in these different spots. It might be on my leg, might be on my chest, might be on my back, might be on my foot, might be anywhere. But you can actually, I have these charts and I can post some of these charts, or if you ask me for them, I will send them to you. And you can start to look at these charts and see, oh wow, I've got this mole right here and this mole right here and this mole right here. It's all in the same line that has to do with my liver. So we can go get it cut off. We can burn it off with dry ice. You can do all these things to get rid of it externally, but you're not dealing with what's actually going on the internal environment, which is the most important. That's why it's there. It's a sign and signal saying, hey, wake the hell up. Your liver's toxic, and we're going to start throwing out these signs and showing you what's going on your face or on your arms or on your back or stomach or wherever until you figure it out. So this is figuring it out. So if you have these things, first of all, you need to identify where it's coming from and do a cleanse. And the reality is, if you have warts and moles and different things going on, maybe we just need to do a whole body cleanse, clean the liver, gallbladder, clean out your kidneys. Typically, when you do any kind of cleanse, I know there's so much money in marketing that this is a liver cleanse and this one's a colon cleanse and this one's a this cleanse. The reality is, when you do any kind of cleanse, a colon cleanse, a liver cleanse, a kidney cleanse, whatever, you're cleansing the whole body. You can't do a liver cleanse and not also be cleansing your kidneys, if that makes sense. So I don't care what kind of cleanse it is, but if you get into high cleansing, which would be a juice fast or colon cleanse, really the colon is where all the shit is at. And when the colon gets backed up, it puts stress on the liver. Then the blood becomes acidic. It puts stress on the kidneys. Then other accumulations build from the liver, and all of a sudden you got sinus congestion. You got stuff in the lungs to also try to push out these toxicities. but it all originates from the colon. So keep your digestive system clean. Keep your liver clean by not drinking too much soda pop or alcohol or things like this. And overall, everything is going to clean up. And I know that's simple, but really health is simple. Simple, stupid. Lots of fiber, clean it out, keep everything moving. Life is movement, life is good. So clean the internal environment and you'll see these things literally clear up. I have clients that have had moles, skin tags, all kinds of things. When they go through a cleanse, I have a 13-week program, they go through that, the things clear up. It does take some time, it takes some intense levels of cleansing, but they go away, which is fantastic. Okay, so number 2, on the external side of things, if you have skin tags, if you have moles, you can get what's called hydrogen peroxide or H2O2. And you can go down to a lot of different health food shops or different places and buy 35% food grade hydrogen peroxide. And then what you do is you take a little cotton bud, you dip it in the 35% and put it directly onto the mole or the skin tag. And I promise you, you do that 5-6 times a day, within 2 or 3 days it'll turn white, it'll kill it to the core and essentially get rid of it completely. And H2O2, believe it or not, is one of the most natural things for the body. Our white blood cells actually produce and excrete hydrogen peroxide to kill off bad bacteria, viruses, all kinds of different things. So you can put that right onto the external part, it'll kill it. You clean the internal part, it's going to go away altogether. When it comes to little white marks and even sunspots and things, I recommend doing gua sha, which is a process of bicarbonate of soda and vodka, which is alcohol. Getting a nice little scrubber brush, I was just going to grab one, what you don't realize is this is my shower. Just take that out, and I got little brushes there. You scrub your skin, you put this stuff all over. I have another video explaining the whole thing, and it really opens the skin. It gets rid of all the dead skin. It renews everything. Then getting out into the sun and making it a regular activity of building a tan, making it a regular activity of exercising and sweating and getting everything moving, your skin is going to look beautiful. You can use things like coconut oil, things like cacao butter or shea butter, essential oils of lavender, different things, or lemon, and making different concoctions yourself to put on as a body butter that blesses and makes your skin, feeds your skin. It's beautiful. If you cannot eat it, do not put it on your body. Okay, so any product you're going to buy and put on anywhere on your body, you should be able to eat it as well. And really, if we do that, the external environment, the internal environment is going to be healthy, it's going to be clear. Anything we put on our skin is absorbed into the bloodstream, so be aware of that. Skin cleaning, getting out in the sun, sweating, using the H2O2 in different spots, and cleaning the internal environment, you're going to have beautiful skin without a lot of these problems. Last thing I'll say, because my father's big on this one, Don Tolman says if you have these little sunspots and things, you get pure lemon juice. Put the pure lemon juice directly onto it and get out in the sun, and over time and distance, it'll get rid of all of it. So this is Tyler Tolman. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.